There we are. We did it, my family. We made it. 10,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? That was quite a hike to get from 3,000 to 4,000. And then the glorious algorithm, which I already had found so much appreciation for, has been drastically helping the channel. You all have been drastically helping the channel, sharing it out of appreciation today. Instead of doing the skull channeling, we are going to be doing just absolutely free readings for you guys for hours. I'm here. So that's my way of telling you guys how much I appreciate all the support to all the patrons, all the support to everybody that's even just sitting out there watching right now. All the likes and the shares and everything else, though, thank you guys even more and more and more. I really have no words to appreciate you enough for appreciating me, my intel, my channels, the information that's been coming through, these miracles that have been taking place and transpiring in all of our lives, that we've been seeing these coincidences, more like synchronicities, time and time again, over and over and over. Thank you all, honestly and truthfully. Thank you for all of the support, all the love, all the patrons. I'll probably give you guys a shout out either at the end or in a little bit. You know, we're going to do it right now. We're going to do it right now. That way, anyone who's impatient will already be gone. Yeah, where are they? Where are they? Okay. Elizabeth, I see you. Mama, love you so much. I know who that is. That's Joanne. Joanne, you know what? Where is she? Let's find her in the comments right now. Let's find her in the comments right now, because this is family right there. See that? Ascension Evolution right there. You probably want to go subscribe to her channel as well. She's on a very similar page of maybe a different book, but that is family right there. Big shout out to Joanne and her beloved. Thank you both so freaking much. All of the validations. Where are the rest of the people? Where are the rest of the people? Phil, thank you. Miss Debbie. Oh God, my fellow. You know where you are. Carolyn, thank you so much. Michael, Brenda, Jane, Amanda. I can see that you're here, Amanda. Thank you. Anne, thank you so much. Samantha, Miss Zeta, Miss Alyssa. Alyssa, are you here? You're probably here. Josie. If Josie isn't here, you know that she will be with bells on. Love you so much. Miss Monica, I see you. Nicole, my sister Nicole, a.k.a. Nikki D. No one's ever called her Nikki D. Nicole, thank you so freaking much. Nicole also has awesome, if you want to share it in the chat, Nicole keeps me updated for when the solar flares are... I almost said something I shouldn't say. When the solar flares are challenging, she lets me know and validates what's actually scientifically going on with the sun. Mama Bear Diane. Calvin, thank you, Calvin. Years of support. Sherry. I don't even know what to say about Sherry. Sherry, my family. Mama Bear, love you so much. Brother Jordan. Kitty with her Galactic. Check her out as well. I love you, freaking Carrie. Damn it, I have no words for her. Epic. Danielle, thank you. Once again, years of support. Thank you. Willow Pillow, the original Willow Pillow. Kathleen, Brother Shane, Teresa, Austin, Aaliyah, Denise, Mama Denise, Carrie Lynn for the win specifically, and Mary, Miss Mary, always been freed. There's probably people I'm missing. I'm just going through the list for people's names that I know have been here for years and have been supporting me. And yeah, please, if these people are sharing their channels, you might want to support them as well. They are epic, loving, awesome people that are on a similar page as your brother here. So yeah, once again, I am Alexander Mazzone, aka Galactic Tarot, aka Alexander Saffron, the Saffron Don, aka Tony Soprano. We're just having fun. We're going to get right on into the readings. I'm going to get into a channeling state where I'm channeling only the highest and most benevolent and divine aspects of the divine feminine. It's usually the Virgin Mary and Kuan Yin, let's be honest. But I will be going into a full-blown channel. I did not share it out on Facebook as I usually do if someone wants to do that. If not, no worries. We're here. We're doing the thing. And yeah, let's give me. I didn't get the Cindy Lou's asked me if I got the gloves. I don't have the gloves. But I do have this just in case if I need to blow my saffron nose. And I do hang my saffron specifically on saffron hangers. So there's also that. There's saffron hangers in the world. If you're ever looking for those, they exist out there. So all you have to do to get a reading or ask a question. I'm also doing Q&A. So just type right in Nicole. You feel how hard Nicole's laughing. All you got to do to get a reading or a question answered is write it down. I'll write down your names. I'm going to put a little Q or an R next to you. And then when I get to you in order, I'm going to do 4 people and then 4 people. This is how we do it. And yeah, that's it. We're going to be doing free readings for a while. So who wants a reading? Who has a question? Just write in the chat, reading or question. And we're going to get right on through these. Chem, Angel wants a reading. Huge shout out to you as well, sister. Angel with 2 L's. Make sure you spell it right there. She says, I told you Josie would be here. Did you think I was lying? Chem wants a reading. Giannulla. That sounds very Italian, and I love it. I'm sorry if it's not Italian, but wow. With an R. And then Katie has an R. And then we're going to do another 4. Rising Phoenix. Lisa wants a reading. Okay. Sasha. I think that's, I don't know if it's that spelling. I think that's Alexander in Russian, isn't it? Okay, another reading and then one more. Yeah, I know who that is. Adriana. Another reading. I am not done writing down names. I'm just going to, so I don't have too many names written down, I'm going to stop there. And then we'll get right back into the next registration right after I get through these. Let's pull up the table so people can see what's going on. Sister, I don't know if Denise is here too. I'm pretty sure Veronique is here. Veronique, be on the lookout for the chat. You know, just in case we get any fun, any extra fun people. We want fully fun people, not extra fun. Okay, here we go. Righty. All right, Angel, Chem, Giannulla, and Katie. Oh, shit. Okay. Angel. Kim. Okay. All right. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Page of Pentacles. So this is something that I call the cloud cover. Whenever you hear me say cloud cover, that is what I'm referring to. So that is the energy that is like a fog over everybody's reading, which is about thoughts. It's about thoughts that could potentially be higher vibratory. Okay, so Angel, we're going to get right into it. We see cups spilled over. We see this cup. I'm sure you've never gotten this card before in any reading ever. It says crying over spilled milk. We get right here to the counselor. We get right here to therapy. We get right here to where spirit is reminding you of how people come to you for help. So there is something that you are not asking for help about, whatever this thing is that needs to be released, plain and simple. Something that needs to be released to go forward with our head held high, to go forward in the highest vibratory rate that you possibly can. This is being asked to be released, something from the past. So whoever is necessary to help you with doing that, talking to this person and getting this thing released. Why is this so important? I'm a firm believer in the magic that's come through to me and how I've seen the magic. And there's been a lot of like clearing that I've done of my body, my mind, my spirit, my field, my temple, and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's really come down to me being able to control my mind. And when I control my mind by keeping the vibratory rate higher, and people say, how do I do this? How do I do this? We have to do whatever it is that you know when you do it, to whoever's listening to this, including Angel, when you do that thing that allows you to get back in that happy vibration, that happy place, that truly happy place, not feigning patience and pretending to be happy, actually getting to this place of appreciation, actually getting to this place where we can limit these frequencies that are what many consider attachments, many consider demons, many consider darknesses. Those things and those frequencies can and only will be able to get into the pillar of light that all of you are through confusion. Every single demon out there is a form of confusion. They're feeding off a different confused state. So when we limit confusion and when we activate and amplify our awareness and amplify our focus and amplify our belief structures, this is going to shift what is taking place here. This is going to shift what is happening here and allow you to be more in control, to put these things on a diet, to starve them so they go and try to feed on somebody else, so they go and try to feed on in other places. And so whatever it takes to find this and find appreciation for your awakening process, for even finding things like this from past lifetimes that I'm sure are incredibly traumatic to be who and what you are. So remembering all of that whatever has taken place and however challenging it was, just taking a moment of appreciation for whatever the trauma is and realizing it could have been worse, number one. And number two, most importantly, would you be awake? Would you have ever been able to identify the synchronicity, identify the coincidences, identify the patterns to realize that there is spirit manifest here, that there are miracles here, that there is power here that's attainable to you? So attaining that power by any means necessary, whatever you need to do and whoever you need to talk to, getting that done and just starving these confusions. Being able to more quickly identify confusion and nip it in the bud. Okay, they're not all going to be that long, okay? Being honest with you, Kim. Okay. Divine masculine fire, meditation, being in that power. I love what I'm seeing here. What has been taking place have been the belief structures on divine masculinity. Whether or not this is communication coming to and from the feminine or the masculine, I'm speaking to all of you once again with this. What Kim has been processing for all of us is very, very powerful. It's very, very important. And you're being asked by Spirit for me to let you know that like there's a party in order here. Like something has taken place. A major shift has taken place. Some patience level has been reached. So something's been, it's like you've been waiting to see, like, is this done? Your brother Alexander is here to let you know this is absolutely done. This is this new level. This does not mean that this is like a plateau of sorts. This is just the next step before we take a breath and see what else we can do and what other blueprints we can leave here for the children and the children's children. Excellent job, whatever you've been working on. I'm sure anything like this was not easy for you to process, and I appreciate what I'm seeing here, and I appreciate knowing there's other family doing these things that seem like they're internal. These things seem like they were just you, Kem, and they weren't. This is the 100th monkey effect. If there were 100 monkeys, 100 other human beings, 100 other starseeds, 100 other awakened individuals that are processing this thing together, once, boom, all 100 of them have finished this, completed their folder in this file cabinet, archetypally speaking, that passes this on to the rest of humanity. This passes this on to your DNA, your family, the kids that aren't even being had, our sisters and brothers' children. Cousins will never meet before. When these things are archetypally healed, now when these children are born into this reality, they don't have to process this stuff because we already processed it for them, and we're leaving that blueprint in every single reality that we will be traveling through. Love you, Chen. Thank you. Kem. I feel like it's Kem. If I'm off on the pronunciation, please let me know. So anyways, who is this? Giannulla. I don't know what to say. It's so Italian. Moving forward while looking backwards. Okay. Some sort of healing, some sort of soul retrieval work happening fast. Oh, interesting. Really, we're talking about this live. All right. The whole world should grab a pen right now. Yes, he's going to do this live. I think any of the patrons know what I'm about, what words I'm about to share right now with Giannulla. Do you have your pen? It's okay. You can rewind it later if you don't. Okay, so when we find a code, when we find a frequency, I can't believe we're doing this. Okay, we're doing this live on the internet. Welcome. So, when you find a frequency, when you find something that isn't serving you, whether it's within or without, if it's being found without, then it must be somewhere within. This is alchemical law. This is the law of polarity. When we have everything at one end of a toothpick or a pencil or a chopstick, on the other end is nothing. So everything and nothing. When we have the hottest of hots on one end of a toothpick, on the other end of the toothpick would be the coldest cold. When we have the hottest hot and the coldest cold, what would be written on the toothpick itself? How would we label that toothpick? We would label that toothpick as temperature, okay? So when we're working with temperature, when we're working with something that is within, that seems to be without, something that seems to be missing, there is something that is archetypally causing this. This aspect is you. It doesn't seem like it's you. It is you, sister. There is a piece of power there when this shadow is transmutated. What does transmutation mean? Transmutation means finding something that is perceived as unworthiness and changing that unworth to worth. Changing that unworthiness to worthiness, and thus triumphing as the philosopher, as the psychic, as the intuitive, as the priestess. Something that took place in the past is the cause of your power. It has allowed you to step into the shaman that you are. So being that shaman, how do we do this work faster? And here it goes. When we find a code, when we find something that isn't serving us, this is what we do. We locate the code. So these are literally the words in order. Now, this takes longer than how long I'm going to be able to telling you how to do this, but this is how you do this. Locate the code. Contain the code. What does that mean to contain the code? To those of you that have your third eye open, you would actually have to do, depending on how powerful this aspect is, when it knows that you're trying to contain it, it's going to attempt to grow. You need to grow faster than it. You need to go out further. You need to buoy out, as I would normally say, and picture that thing floating in the ocean. And you can box it up with a tesseract. You can box it up with the Merkaba. You can box it up with any of these multi-dimensional shapes, the icosahedron, the dodecahedron. You can box these things up and contain them, okay? This is what I mean by contain them. To those of you that are still working on opening up your third eye, you can just know the feeling and just tune in on the feeling, create sacred space, light some sage, light some incense, and just keep saying, locate the code, containing the code until you know you have it contained. Even if you don't have the whole code contained, you are still able and you still have an aspect and a piece that you as the shaman can do work on, that you as the transmutator of unworthiness into worth, you can work on. So, okay, so back to the sentences we're writing down. Locate the code, contain the code, deactivate the code, okay? From there, heal the code, transmutate the code, heal the code, transmutate the code, heal the code, transmutate the code. When you feel that that portion is starting to be done, you can start saying, add worthiness codes, heal the code, transmutate the code, add worthiness codes, reactivate the code, regardless if it was done. You've now done work on something that was unworthy. You have added worthiness where unworthiness was. So doing this in steps, doing this as a community, doing this as a collective, it doesn't matter what it is. You can name the gnarliest, darkest, most powerful thing in the world. Just one of us can access this. Lock it down, deactivate it, add the worthiness codes, heal it, manifest, manifest. Manifest. Manifest what? Worthiness. Add worthiness. Add worthiness. Speaking with conviction. Living with conviction. Being in your truth. Testing yourself on the day-to-day and moving on. So this will be done very, very quickly if Alexander didn't just finish that for you right now. But this is what you can do, my sister. This is what any of you can do. This is what you can sit with and then run that magic. Run that magic in every cell of your body. Anything that does not want this work done on it will have to run or will have to go through this transmutation process from within every cell in your body, inside your field. Anything will have to run from you having knowledge of that magic if it does not want to do this work. As our fields grow and become bigger and bigger, there will be nowhere to hide on this planet. We will swallow this planet with love in the form of light. And keep doing that, and keep transmutating, and keep raising the vibration, and keep going to another station in another reality if they don't want to keep doing the work that they already started and come with us. This is the work that we are doing. This is the work that you are doing. You are too far down the hallway, sister, to turn back. So whatever this thing is, whatever this past lifetime, this frequency, whatever happened in the past, yes, it is a reoccurring pattern. It has been happening. It is done when you know it's done. I think it's done now. Do you know it's done? Okay. That was really intense. Okay. Not Rising Phoenix. Katie. Rising Phoenix is in the next one. I am like out of my body with that. Woo! Excellent stuff, Katie. Okay, so we see heading towards victory. You've reached this new level as an earth angel, but now you're being asked to look through the spiritual window. You're being asked also, why are you manifesting certain things that are blockages with money? If you know that you're creating your reality, where is the trust? There is a certain level of trust that is missing when, how could this be here if the thing that you're being pushed to do is why the limit. This is like there's a governor on the engine and everybody else's car seems to be going faster than yours, sister. And maybe it is going a little bit faster, but it's not. Like you are a high angelic. The only reason it seems slower or the abundance seems tight is because you're being asked to do this. What is this? It's what you came here to do. It's why you descended into this reality all those lifetimes ago, to see what human karma was like, and then balance that karma and stacked it into dharma. And now you're here as this more powerful version of you, being asked to look through the window, being asked to detach from suffering and remember and see how much more you're in control, but also building logically this legacy. This is legacy. This is capital L legacy. building whatever this legacy is and knowing that this is your life purpose. And if that isn't your life purpose, then it's in alignment with that life purpose, because whatever the thing is, you're getting that out of the way. If that turns out to not be it, and there's something else, there's something where you're very, very, very financially supported, but you haven't started doing it yet. And I mean, no offense by that. If you're like, but I'm doing this and it's great and it's great. There's something else. There's something else. A spider does not just make one spider web and then go, okay, that's how I eat. The spider goes, I got a web over here, I got a web over here, and they're connected by another web. So if something boom, boom, boom plays this guitar string over here, well, mama goes, and she eats dinner over here. So this is that's just what this is. I don't know. If you're writing a book, it doesn't matter. You write 1 page a week is better than no pages of life. Okay, he's back. All right, next 4, and then we're going to reopen registration. I'm like barely in my body right now. Bum bum bada. Gianula. You should Gianula's got on the screen with that. That wasn't for you, Katie. That was for Katie J. Rising Phoenix. Why? What the? This usually isn't a competition, but that's a good reading. All right, Sasha, Andrea. Okay. All right. And we went from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there is something about moving. There is something about standing still. There is something that Spirit wants you to know about. Okay, so we'll put them over here so I don't mix them up. Okay, so Rising Phoenix, this is going to be the quick version. You already know the truth. You already have the truth. The truth about your magic, the truth about something that took place, the truth about power, the truth about something that has come in. And because of that, you have the high ground. You have the high ground. So what are you going to do with it? That's my question. With all this magic and all this power, what are you going to do with all this magic and all this power? What is it that you're building? Like this is responsibility. This is like, finger snapping and finding out that you're Spider-Man. It's like when Spider-Man knows he's Spider-Man, that's that whole thing where like that this whole with great power comes great responsibility. And, because that responsibility wasn't in alignment for Peter Parker, Uncle Ben dies when he could have easily saved his uncle. His uncle could still be alive in that timeline, in that reality, in that galaxy. So it's like you have the high ground. What is it that you want to do? This is like, as I was just talking about capital L legacy, this is like capital L, capital E, capital G. Like this is very important, that whatever this is and whatever you had to go through to learn all of this power and magic, and then to be in this state of higher control and power that you're in, you got to teach that to people. I don't know if that's a book, a YouTube channel. I don't know what you do, but more of that is in alignment with your purpose. Something with writing a book, something, a podcast, something, I don't know. So people need to know this information one way or the other, whether it's at a podium or a microphone or wherever it is. That seems important when you have that much coming in, and Spirit shows me that even if you have been moving with this, it's not enough. Something's missing. Something major that has to do with that is missing. Okay, Miss Lisa. Okay, the marriage, completion, the moon, manifestation. Oh wow, we're gonna do this live. I don't remember. It just got real hot. Lisa, we're trying to. Okay. Oh. All right. Now, this could be an energetic marriage that has completed. Something with the marriage of the masculine and the feminine is completed, and something is wanting to be manifested. Just here's what I'm going to say. Be honest and truthful with yourself and what you're feeling, on what's taking place, on what's going on in your life. And just know sometimes in life, and by sometimes I mean every second of every day, here in this present moment and going forward, we have to be honest and truthful with ourselves about the condition and the state that we were in mentally when we met somebody, and all the growth that we've gone through and where we are now. Is this person this other crab in the bucket, so to speak? Because this is what's been coming through a lot in the dailies, us taking time and space away from people that are not serving us anymore. So if this is not talking about physical, and this is talking about some sort of mental, something about the ego, some sort of aspect of the self, it could also be talking about the divine masculine within that maybe is not so divine, that is the ego, but something is being asked by the mother archetypes, that you look at this as completed and you manifest that this is completed, and you just admit to yourself, sometimes in life we have to protect ourselves by protecting ourselves, plain and simply, so we don't have to protect ourselves anymore. So what does he mean by that? Sometimes we have to go to a person and we have to tell them, if you don't end this could be not about you as well. We have to tell somebody, if you do not stop doing this thing, then I need to protect my little girl. I need to protect my inner child, and I have to leave. This is not an ultimatum. This is me telling you it hurts when you do this. It makes me sad when you do this. So therefore, I have to go if this is going to continue. It's not an ultimatum. This is me saying, you have not been protecting me. I'm tired of being the divine masculine for you. When do you get to be the oracle, sister? Sasha. Okay. Decisions, what's been taking place. This is the only card that represents a good decision and or a bad decision taking place. Hey, ding, ding, ding. I'm going to give you a little, you got a little sound bowl on that one. Epic. I love what I'm seeing here. You have moved more into love. There's something where you used to be more argumentative. You used to be less patient. Something has shifted majorly where you're like, my heart is overflowing in this regard. I want to treat others how I want to be treated. Then we get here. We get to standing still with this journey. Maybe there's an excuse about money. I feel that a little bit, but I don't think it's just that. I think it's not wanting to do it alone, if I had to ask. There's something where you're wanting support to do this. Just please be very, very vigilant about the spell that's coming out of your mouth, about what you're thinking. If you don't want to do it alone, then something's a little off with the vibration, where something can be fine-tuned on the radio to make sure you don't have to do it alone. Like, there's a way you can say it. We can manifest. Let me give you the best example that I can give. Because Spirit taught me how to do this when I was driving. One day, I knew I was going to hit an animal with a car. And Spirit taught me how to speak So there's no like double negatives. Like we don't want to be like, I don't want to not have to go and do this, not alone. And like then like the computer that's being run by the original creator of your soul is like, wait, what am I typing in the computer? So one day I was driving, I was sure I was going to hit an animal. I'm not going to tell the whole story. I'm just going to get to the spell here, the words. I know people hear spell and they're like, oh, witchcraft. No, spell. We were taught how to spell. We were taught how to write in cursive for the older generations, which is connecting the letters of the spell. Every word that's coming out of your mouth and every word that you're thinking in your head is programming your future moment. So to program your future moment properly, I'm going to give this example of when I knew I could feel in my stomach an animal was going to run in front of my car. And I did not want to hurt or kill an animal just because I'm moving around. So Spirit taught me to say it like this. Angels, archangels, fairies, and nature elementals, please keep all animals on the sides of the road while we safely drive past them. Do you see that? There's no negative. There's no, God, please don't let me hit an animal. Do you feel the difference in what I just said? Even though I was saying what the words mean, did you feel the difference in the first thing? Just rewind it, listen to it again. Even though I was asking God, I was asking Creator, I was asking the universe for something. And this was intentional. But now we can intentionally stop doing this and learn how to speak and get into our power, plain and simple. So you can manifest that what you want, whatever it is. There's something where like you've earned it. You've earned it by having this cup here and by proving and passing these tests and not gossiping and being loving and people have noticed it. But now it's time to get your gift. And the reason why the gift hasn't come is because of the belief structure. There's a belief structure that you're still in the old reality where this was the case, and this isn't the case in this reality, and it's definitely not the case in the next reality that you're moving into for doing the work. Thank you, Sasha. All right, Andriana. Okay. Something with fighting in the past, and then we see the counselor here in the present moment, and we see crying over spilled milk. We see the cup spilled over in the future, okay? There's something that needs to be internalized and realized that you're standing still with. We see this card that represents standing still again. This is very similar to the very first reading we did for angels. So there might be something in angels reading for you as well, because I think this was in angels, it was like this. I don't know. It's a lot of the same cards, though. So I'm just getting to also refer you to that reading for more information. But there's somebody that if you talk to them, somebody that, sister, you see that this person is somewhere that you would like to be. This person has something. They have a family. They have a successful love relationship. They have a successful business. There's something with what you're building, with what you want, with what you're creating, that you're being asked to talk to somebody that you look at this person with respect. You look at them with admiration. You look at them as what they are. They're someone that is worthy of telling you what to do, of helping you manifest your dreams and what you're manifesting. And what they're going to tell you is to forgive, to release. There's something from the past that has to do with a fight. There's something with a fight, and there's something with spilled milk. Like there are two cups still standing right here. Internalize and realize and just think like all 5 cups could have fallen over, but they didn't. Like there are still cups standing. It's like the bridge is not completely burned, whatever this is. Like something caught fire, it rebuild the bridge. And to rebuild the bridge, you want to talk to somebody and listen to the person that God, the original creator of your soul, your team is directing you towards. And they're like, this person has the answer. Listen to what they say. If they're telling you release this, let go of this, stop doing this, start doing this, listen to what this person says. They know what they're talking about. And find that person. This is not a person. I'm not even going to look at the chat right now because I just felt you think it. This is not a person that is in your reality now. This is a brand new person. Find this brand new person. Find them. Just manifest it. One of the easiest things we can manifest is a person we haven't met yet. Manifest this person that has the answer. Whether they're a coach, a guide, it doesn't matter who they are. This person has philosophies and therapy that you need, and they know how to speak it. They've been where you've been, and they want to help you get to where you're going. Now I am ready to write down 8 names. If you do not see me writing your name on this board, you're not on the list. You just hang out. I'm going to keep doing these. Give me some names. All you got to do is write question or reading. If I see reading, I'm going to write you down your name with an R. If I see question, I'll write it down with a Q. Okay? Cindy Lou. So you can just literally count down 8 people from Cindy Lou also. That's how I'm doing this right now. So I'm going to go up to Cindy Lou. If I haven't, if I don't get to you, if you're further down than 8 people, just hang out. I'll get to as many people as I can. Ariel, what up, sister? Okay. Jennifer. With an R. I want one. I'm going to guess you mean reading. Yes, I see it there. I'm writing down your real name. Okay. RR. RR, can I get, you're going to be in the second group, but can I get I can tune in on the RR, but like, if that's like Robert or something, it would be great to have the name so I can just get a more accurate reading on you. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, no worries. I will get still a super duper accurate reading with RR. Okay. And then Teresa. Reading, Nicole, but of course. I got one more. Whoever's under Nicole, Johnny, my boy, Johnny. Okay, so anybody after, you're going to have to just comment again when I get caught up. And then I will I'm just going to keep doing these, all right? So there'll be these 4. And moving on, Cindy Lou, Ariel, Jennifer, and Jen. They're 2 different. Jen is Mystic Jen. Okay, here we go. Whatever Teresa is under Cindy, Teresa. So you go up to Cindy. Cindy Lou is the first person I put on the list. I'll go check this once, but Cindy Lou, where are you, Cindy Lou? Reading, please. Then it was Ariel. There's Ariel. So Jennifer Minot. It's very French. That one. Okay. Cindy Lou, Ariel, Jennifer, Jen. Okay. So bottom of the deck, something is in transition, something is shifting, something is ending, something is beginning. Okay. So Cindy Lou, we see something you've learned, something you've taught, something about teaching. It is and quite possibly would be something about betterment, something about spirituality, something about my focus is really on the feather and the cap. Wow. All at once, it just felt like a feather was in my throat. We're gonna get through this message, Cindy. Okay. Oh, somebody doesn't want you to know that, huh? Okay, interesting. Releasing this, sister. You have shamanic access. You have it in the future, you have it in the present, you have it in the past. There's something how to balance the reality, how to balance the mind. This seems more about emotions. It seems like you have some sort of gift to raise up people's vibrations. You have some sort of gift or something you want to teach children that you're a master at. It doesn't matter if there's millions of people that do this thing. None of them do it the way that you do it. None of them do it the way that you're going to do it. It's very different. You're the only one that can do this. There's this belief structure that needs to end, that needs to leave, that needs to be released, where it's like, oh, there's already all these people that are doing that thing. No, there aren't, Cindy. No, there aren't. What you do is very different. So I don't know what this is. It's probably the thing that's making you the most nervous that you're thinking about. These are the things that we most likely, in past lifetimes this was what was nipped in the bud when it shouldn't have been. These are your superpowers, but this is what you're getting back into contact with. And it's like, if your dream isn't big enough that it isn't scaring you, you're not dreaming big enough. It should be scary. It doesn't have to stay scary. So this whole, all these things that are coming out of your mouth, you're giving advices to other people, and you're being asked to take your own advice. Alrighty. The three top cards. The three top cards are for Ariel. Ariel. Love this. Okay. Something with your chariot, your vehicle moving forward. You're sitting still with some download, some upload that just came in about being a light worker, about being a light warrior. There's something you know how to do. This is very similar to this reading, but this is more in regards to you being a, oh God, what is this? What is this? It's like business and pleasure. This is great. Yeah, you're supposed to be traveling. You do something with keys. If you just hold the keys, that's it. If you just hold the keys, you're not spreading that auric field of that key. That is it big enough that people on the other side of the planet can feel it? Yes. Yes. But what happens when you actually boom, your field? So here's one sphere, here's the other sphere. When your sphere goes through these other people's fields, just walking by them, you don't even have to talk to them. It's not even like you have to do actual work. Your work is to travel. Your work is to go make sure that you've walked through people's fields with the keys that you're holding. So if there's some aspect that's scared to travel, if there's some aspect that you're scared to go somewhere because you probably know that something traumatic happened in a lifetime there, these are the places you're being asked to go. You're being asked to go to these places and do these things that you're excited about, and that you're also, and I mean, tune in, drop cards, have somebody else tune in. Always ask your doctor's doctor before listening to anything Alexander says. But yeah, there is benefit that could go from, there's benefit that could come from going to some place that you're really wishing right now. I don't say it out loud. There's some place that you need to go, that something traumatic happened on that land. You're being asked to visit that land. And it's going to be great. You're not going to die. It's almost like you've been telling people, if I go there, I'm gonna. No, you're not. But if you keep manifesting that, that's possible. Okay. Jennifer, the full Jennifer. Okay. Okay. Karma, the awakening, being in your power with your fire. Okay, what is this? Jennifer has a certain dominance. That dominance is very protective. That dominance is, what is this? What am I looking at? What is this archetype? What is this? Yeah, this is like some Princess Diana, Artemis, warrior goddess, Amazon warrioress. I hate to even put S at the end of warrior. I can just imagine how many Amazons out there want to shoot arrows right now. I mean this in the most loving vibration possible. you're one of the original angels. Like these are the original angels. If you go back far enough, it's these angels, it's like these powerful Nordic. That's it. Yeah, because that's it. It's actually a Valkyrie. There it is. I found it. Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for him? Okay. Yeah, so you have aspect to a Valkyrie. This has been considered an angel, but this is why your angelic magic is so different than the people that are playing the harps and blowing into the trumpets. No offense to the musicians or any of the other people, but you are a warrior, sister. And there is something that you're supposed to have that masculine frequency to a certain extent. This does not mean that you can't be soft. This does not mean that you are not soft. This means that a masculine frequency in your reality would be necessary for you to feel safe enough that you can let down that guard. You need to have a man with a certain level of awareness that he's looking out for the cougar so you can go up and out if that's what you're looking to do. Because something is not in alignment because of what manifested in the past, because of mistakes that you had to make to see that for you, it wasn't tooth for a tooth, it's tooth for 4 teeth because you know better. You've woken up to that. That's done. That karma wheel has stopped and that wheel is spinning for Dharma now. But now there are belief structures from love. There are belief structures from friendship. There are belief structures from business that are not serving you here, that are having to do with, first of all, like just being in your power as who and what you are, and that being accepted by the other people. That doesn't mean you have to be rude or egoic about it, but just, maybe just like silently observing. And if somebody says something hurtful, just being like, wow, that makes me sad when I hear you say that. Instead of having a reaction. This though, having whatever masculine is the masculine in your life, parental figures, love life, business life, step up and feel this call of what you're wanting and what you're, I don't throw the word needing around, but they're it's close. It's close to coming out of my mouth. You deserve to feel safe to let this guard down, and you actually haven't been safe to let this guard down. So to be safe to let that guard down, the people that are in your reality need to step up so you can, or the people that are in your reality, you need to have them leave your reality, or you need to leave their reality so you can have this person or people come in that can hold these levels of safety, hold these levels of divinity so you can feel and be. Oh, did Carol make it? Yes. Because we were going to wait. Imagine if it just got dark in the room. I'm like, I don't want to see Carol. I can't do any more readings. Okay, who are you? Jen, Mystic Mama. I love what I see. Okay, so we see abundance that came in. We see that this abundance was, this wasn't just like generational wealth. This was enough abundance to step into and to begin the thing that you're supposed to be doing. This is in alignment with your life purpose, okay? So I've got a card that represents travel, but it's actually representing a choice that you already made. When whatever this money is that came, so money came in, the money came in, and now that money was used to choose something that you're doing now. The thing that you're doing now, Spirit wants you to know, it can be bringing in money, but it's not, or it's bringing in very little. And it's not just about money, but also like it's about like you invested in something. I can't see exactly what it is right now. Either way, you invested in something. You know what this is, and I'm sure Bo does. You invested in something that you can teach. You invest in something that you can do classes on. You can show people how to do it. You can have a podcast if you're not comfortable on camera. You can have a YouTube channel. You can write a book on it. There's something with whatever the investment was spent on. You're being asked to, once again, all of you, all 4 of you, there's this whole like, stop saying that's how it is. Stop saying, oh, but there's all these other people that already do that. That doesn't matter. They're not archetypally resonant with you, and the people that when they see you, they're going to be like, oh my God, they remind me of me, and they can't explain it. They remember you from past lifetimes. They know who you are, and you have a piece of it these other people don't. To become a master of something, we're asked to teach it. So whatever this is, end that, release that, get out of here. Now get out of here. Yeah, see? You're going to make me go 1920s gangster, huh? See? Get out of your own way, kiddo. All right. There's going to be a point where I just completely lose my mind from doing these. All right. He's on it. Yeah, he's okay. RR. Did I ever get a name for RR? It's all good. I'm going to tune in on RR. You're a pirate. He's not a pirate. Sorry. Okay, moving on. Okay. These are intense today. I love it, though. Whatever assists all of you with your evolution and getting the job done that you came here to do, I'm ready for those messages to come through in the highest order of benevolence, truth, and divinity. Thank you for being here, everybody. 2, 3. Oh, and if anybody's friend or family member came in and they can't comment, I think it's like 5 minutes you have to be subscribed for to be able to comment. Yeah, just so they know, there's not something wrong with the feed. You just to have a buffer for naughty people saying not loving things in the chat. There's a 5-minute window, just so you know. R.R. Teresa. Johnny. Have I told you lately you're all heading towards victory? I'm sure you know that, but just as a reminder, it's coming through in the cards. Okay. Teresa. Okay. All right, RR, here we go. Are you going to the mall after school today? It's doing Billy Madison. Okay. Crying over spilled milk. So something happened in the past that you're still thinking about, you're still meditating about. You're being asked to remember that this got you in touch with your power. Whatever this traumatic thing is, and it, that was weird. We almost dropped the call for a second. Whatever this traumatic thing is that took place here, RR, you're being reminded that this got you into meditative states. This got you watching videos like this and being in touch with information like this, and this is why you're heading towards victory. Something happened. It seems like a matter of the heart. Something. It was like there was something like where someone got hurt, somebody got hurt, and then it happened back to you, and now like this is still being looked at as like why or challenging. You're still meditating. You're still asking why. Why did this thing happen? This thing had to happen. You asked this person to do this thing before you came here. You told this person, if I'm still doing this on this day, you show up at this time and do this, so then I can get in touch with my power, in touch with my magic by going through this. This is the only way. You're not going to find anybody that's done this massive amounts of spiritual work and gotten in touch with their power and done these things that there isn't some story. Like maybe with I won't say there's nobody, because I want to leave room for purity and growth, and I also want to leave room for all the children out there that are born right now that, they have mom and dad are awake. I know as a cusp Generation Y of Generation X person, I know what I had to go through, my friends had to go through. I know what those precious kids born in 88 and 89 had to go through, trying to get all this work done that was piled on top of them. I know what the kids born in 90 had to go through. I see what everybody had to go through, and I know that on the 99 percentile for those kids, we couldn't have woken up without trauma, because there was a strong enough ego that we had to protect ourselves in the reality that we were born into. So something had to shift, and I know that you're one of these people. Something had to happen. So moving on, like past that, and just knowing like your victory this was necessary. So whoever this person was that hurt you in the past, thank them. Thank them. Remember, like, if they didn't do this thing to you, you wouldn't have ever looked inward. And when you looked inward, you wouldn't have been able to see, hey, what is that floating geometric pattern I see just moving around in my third eye? Wait a minute, I have a third eye? I thought this stuff was for women. Okay, no, I'm waking up to my power. Boom, I found my karma. I'm balancing my karma. Now I'm stacking dharma. And that's what you're doing. You are heading towards victory. This is your magic. Your magic, the trauma was necessary. And then we get to Teresa. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with heartache. You needed to be taught and shown something, some child came through as well, some very powerful child. Whether this is your inner child energetically, or this is physical children that were had with somebody that there's some worry that they're going to hurt you, or you're wondering if something you've done is the karma paid, is something balanced. Like, you just you passed a major test. I see this major test being passed by you. So this isn't even possible. Like, it's like, and it's like, if anyone ever did do this, they're not able to see you. You don't want to be with somebody that can't see you. Like, you're freaking epic. Like, whoever this child is, this child can see you. This child can see you. This aspect of the child can see you and knows how hard you work to get there. So, manifesting this thing, forget about it. That's just you being able to see. You're free. You're free. If somebody screws up and goes to a hotel or whatever this thing is that they can't see you. They screwed up. They're going to be sitting with that going forward. Not you. Not you. This is very different now because you know who you are now. And if you don't know who you are, please remember, like, look at the miracles that are coming in. Look at how much faster you're manifesting. This is because of the work you've done and the tests you've passed. So please stop manifesting whatever this is. And if you can feel, if this is actual physical cheating that you're allowing, no way. If that needed to be your validation for what's going on in your life, your brother's here. And if you need a longer reading in a more private setting, it's literally what I do. But I can just tell you, listen to your feeling, listen to your gut. I'm not saying you need a reading. I'm telling you to listen to your cell structure in your body, and your body is right, and you've earned access to that level of magic. And that level of magic will tell you if you feel something's wrong, something's going on, that it is. Okay? That was really intense. Moving on to Nicole. All right. So Nicole has her fire. She's like, what do I do with the fire? I don't want the fire to go out. Okay. First of all, the fire can't go out. Okay. The fire can't go out. So there's something where you're deciding not to do something because it costs money. Is this advertisement? There's something that you're really awesome at, you're a master at, and you're being asked to maybe consider some way of people finding you for what you do. Looking into this. I can imagine what it is, sister. We can look more into this. But if something's been coming up with you asking, where does this come from? Spirit wants you to know that you will be victorious in moving forward with whatever this is. And it's like, if there isn't a ton of money, say it's advertisement. You want to put an article in this magazine or something. If you put that money in, it's like, all right, well, maybe you want the full page, and maybe you're supposed to get a half a page. Maybe you look at a half a page, and the what's the best right now is a quarter page. You get the quarter page. Whatever you feel that it's you're supported in doing that, you're worthy of the full page ad. But if something's telling you money's tight or this thing or that thing, they get the quarter page ad. But there's something about people being able to find you, sister. And we can talk more about that next time we talk. Johnny. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's not even bad. You get the truth in the future. People are like, wait a minute, do I want a reading? Yes, because Johnny's heading towards victory. All right, so something has ended. Something has been in transition. And I don't know what's taking place with your dream time. You're either dreaming again or you haven't been dreaming, brother. Okay, so I got to ask, like, what changed? Did you buy something? Is there, did you get a new phone and you're leaving it on? It's next to the bed. Did you move your furniture? And this is like, do you want to be dreaming? Are you accessing states of lucidity? Is this what you're looking for? Something is coming up with dream time. Something is coming up with sleep. So if you're not sleeping, there can be things looking at the window that we wake up. Like when I keep waking up at 3 o'clock, I know there's an aspect of myself that is looking to be balanced. Okay. If I keep waking up at 3 a.m., I look and I'm like, don't even tell me. I'm going to look at the time. It's going to say 3:01. That's a sign. Okay. Paying attention to those patterns. When we have a pattern taking place like that, that becomes a miracle. What is a theory? A theory is something that people say, oh, when this happens, that happens, but there's no mathematical formula. If you wake up 3 times out of 7 days at the exact same time, that's law. I'm sorry, that's not mathematically sound to wake up without an alarm and to keep seeing the same numbers on the clock. That begins to be, I just won the lottery 3 times in a row. Those mathematical odds don't stack up properly. So just knowing that, brother, something, your truth, your power, your intuition, your magic is coming through dream time, something about sleep. Maybe you're supposed to wake up during the night. That's another thing. I know that's something that I've been doing for years, and people that are in the lucid dreaming community are talking about it now, where you purposefully wake up at, like, say, 3 o'clock. You stay up for about 45 minutes. You go back to bed, produce double the melatonin, and then you're going to remember your dreams. Those are the days where we remember dreams. Those days where we're like, what the heck was that when we wake up? All of you. Like when we have those dreams, you wake up, and if you think back, you're like, oh, wait, I did wake up to use the restroom. Oh, I heard a sound, and then I went back to bed. You're producing double the melatonin when you're having, and that's not saying to take melatonin, please, none of you. You don't want to become dependent on anything that our body can produce naturally. But yeah, Johnny, something with dreams, something with sleep, something being honest with the truth about it, admitting the truth to somebody so you can sleep restfully. It can be a few different things, brother, with those 3 cards, but something wants to end so you can be in your truth. So if that's you being in your truth and making sure you're speaking the truth or admitting something that wasn't in truth before, but something's within your truth about dream time. So how has your dream time been? How has your sleep time been? Okay, I'm swabbing the deck. So who else? So once I tell you the first name I'm writing down, it's going to be 8 names below that. Write down in the chat reading or question, and I will answer your question. Love you, Taylor. There's another channel. Go see Taylor. She's family. Okay. Thank you, sister. Reading. Who is this? Cece? Didn't I just do? No, I didn't do Cece. I did Cindy. All right. Let me go back up. In my garden, Cece. Our little reading, Isa. Okay, Cheryl just wrote, please, I need reading or question. I'm going to just write you down. Andrea Troncuta. What a beautiful last name. Okay, blessed be. Kudos for your accomplishments, brother. Thank you for the presence. I'm grateful. I've received 1 reading from you, and it was insightful. Only if you feel inspired. Of course. Okay, with a reading. So, reading. Did we hit? Cheryl says reading. I see it. Okay, and then 4 more. This doesn't mean I'm done. I'm going to do more after this. If you guys want to just be patient, I'm going to get right into more after this. So after Andrea, we've got Sib. Is that Sybil? Is that the Sybil? Sybil, is that you? I miss Sybil. Okay. Reading Pico Krishna. Oh my God, what a name. Pico. Reading. Anna. Reading. Crazy wing whopper. I said that out loud. All right, crazy. I might be able to get a more accurate reading with a first name or something. We'll write down crazy wing whopper. Like a Burger King Whopper? What kind of Whopper are we talking about here? All right, and then we're going to do at least another 8 names after that, probably another 16. Lindy, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the super thanks. Okay. We're going to do more. We're going to do more, everybody. All right, here we go. Cece. La, 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 la. Okay. Candace, I love it. Thank you. It's Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina. Alexandra is on the lookout, though, for a little lost girl that goes by the name Sybil. Ooh. Hey, thank you. I will absolutely get to this question. I'll absolutely get to that question. I'm already tuning in on these readings. I'll do it right here in between. That was the right question mark. Huda hada. Okay. Yeah, happy birthday. A fellow Leo. One more. Okay. See you, Taylor. Cece. Isa. Cheryl. Andrea. Beautiful. Okay, let's start off with Cece. I just checked the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, so I just want everybody to know, like, whoever this person is, whether it's a business partner, this is a lover, this is a friend, whoever it is, we are not stuck with them. This chain is loose enough that it can be taken off. This is a physical person that's represented. This is not actually representing a devil. This is representing somebody who is representing this distortion of the lover's card in our lives right now. So we see Cece, we see in back in the day, we see something chaotic happened. Something chaotic happened, and the White Knight showed up. The White Knight showed up and saved the day. I cannot take this seriously with whatever this song is playing right now. Okay. Something happened, something took place, and this White Knight showed up. The White Knight showed up to show you being an angelic. But now something is no longer in alignment here with this. There's something where whoever saved you or whoever you saved, this is not necessary where we're going. This is not necessary where humanity is. This White Knight frequency is not the true, it's not the true essence of dominance. It's not the true essence of divine masculinity. Like whatever this is it's a distortion. You know, and it's like this you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of somebody like breaking the window to then scare away the robber, but they're the one that broke the window. Does that make sense? Something was like, I can save you, but like they're the ones that, it's like that scene from what is that? Big Daddy? No, Mr. Deeds. It's like that scene from Mr. Deeds where she pays the friend to like attempt to rob her purse, and then Adam Sandler beats the crap out of the guy. That's what this is like. It's something, and I'm not saying whatever this thing is that like changed your life was a setup, but something's not in alignment with this White Knight frequency anymore. Okay. Isa. All right. Up at night, the divine masculine, the carpenter, the cook, the man that cooks, having the high ground. The house on the hill, something with building, something's not being built. Okay, making sure whatever this is. So there's been something that you've maybe been complaining about to a masculine in your life. Are they taking the time to build this? Are they taking the time to build that what you want? So putting this into certain words where this is something that time needs to be made for this, or there's a frequency you need to protect yourself from. Plain and simple. There's something you need to protect yourself from. And this might be keeping you up at night. It might have been keeping you up at night, and now you've gotten to a place which is not where you want to be. We never want to be in a place of like, oh, it just is what it is. No, it isn't just is what it is. If you deserve better, then get better. And if you need to have a conversation that someone's considering an ultimatum, you just got to be honest with yourself. Just like whoever this person is that I'm talking about, do they even have the capacity? Like, and that goes for Cece, that goes for you, that goes for all four of you. Like whoever these people are representing in your life, do they have the capacity, or were they manifested because, you know, when we meet somebody in that present moment, like if you go out the door right now and you meet a brand new person, whoever it is, a friend, a lover, a business partner, there's a similar reflection to them. They look at the world through a rose-colored lens, a yellow-colored lens, a green-colored lens, just like you do. There's a certain way of looking at the reality and what's being manifested in this new person. So when you met whoever it is that I know you know in your gut who I'm talking about, when you met this person, were you in a different state? Have you worked on them, on yourself, and have they not worked on themselves? Because if that's the case, then you might have your answer right there. All I know is making time, saying it, whatever this thing is that you're like, we don't do this. Just be like, hey, every week at 7:00 on Tuesday, it doesn't matter if you're tired, we need to make time for this. I need this. This is important to me. It makes me sad that you don't care about this. If that thing's not going to happen, then I don't know how else to say it. You got to protect yourself from this person. Okay? Cheryl? Okay, Cheryl, the cup shall floweth over in the past. So something's flowing over. With whatever's flowing over, something has ended, Cheryl. Something has ended with fighting. So this is about you no longer wish to fight with this person. You have ended a relationship that was too much debate. It was too much argument. It was too much fighting. Or you've made the decision to end a relationship that it was like fighting. You know, and this goes for everybody, by the way. If at the end of the day, there's nobody I'd rather fight with than you, that's your person, okay? Like, this is like, you have to come to terms with certain things. If the person is, as I was just saying, are you asking somebody to match something that they don't have the capacity to match that? They were necessary and in a resonance with you. No, it's like this little sound machine I got, this little sound thing. I go. All right, so that one's similar. But I go over here, that's not the same. So that, you're going to meet people like that, you're going to meet people like that, okay? And that doesn't matter what letter that is, what color that is. This is all multidimensional. You're going to meet and you're going to be with the people that are in resonance. So if you're no longer in resonance with somebody, you have to ask yourself, is this what you want? Is this what you want? But there's something with being okay with the fighting, being patient with the fighting, not involving yourself in the fighting, just watching. I can tell you this, and this goes for everybody. The shifts that have come from somebody that like they would normally be fighting, and someone says something that would normally like really hurt me, and it does really hurt, and then I just go, it makes me sad when you say that. And it's not about not protecting myself. It's not about, there's a certain level of non-reactiveness that the person then can actually feel what they did. There's nothing to defend. Their ego doesn't have to be there anymore when you're just like, wow, it really hurts when you say that about my family. It really hurts when you say that about this or that. And that's it. And you just stop. Okay? Anybody who's going to get more possessed after that, oh, God, any of you, you have your answer. Freaking run. Okay? Andrea. Oh, my God. Couldn't do that again if you paid me. All right. The worst is over. You have the strength of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, but now you've got to get the work done. Okay. So this looks like you just got out of something or decided to get out of something, or you've committed to staying in something that you know is going to be hard work. If you're committing to doing something, there might need be help. As strong as you are, as much as you've gone through in these like recent windows of the Lionsgate and what's going on, all the shifts that you've gone through in a galactic manner, you're now seeing that you're processing things faster. So with this new access to all this new power, it is going to be a lot of work. That doesn't mean that it does. That doesn't mean that the work doesn't have to be fun. You know, if you enjoy what you're doing, it's making me burp. I'm almost done. If you enjoy what you're doing, then it's not work. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of time. Let's look at it as time instead of work. Time needs to go into doing what you can do now with all this new strength. So whatever the traumatic event is, if the worst is over, like be grateful for that. Be grateful for these people. Be grateful for the alignments that you're in now because this happened and you got yourself out of it. But now, just like Spider-Man, we're not going to let Uncle Ben die using that which you know to get this work done, even if it seems like a lot. Whenever, and this literally came from the Virgin Mary in a channel on 5.3 when we got the direct impact solar flares. But she, like when she came through, she was telling me what I had to get done. And this goes for everybody. This is, I believe, very helpful. So you've got this long list of like 5 things that need to get done. Okay. So you put them in order of how difficult they are. All right. So now the 5th thing on the list is incredibly difficult to do. Incredibly difficult. But this thing maybe is impossible if we don't do this thing first. So you do the things on the list in order. When you do this, you get the utility, you get the superpowers, you get the gifts, you get the new tool that Batman gets added to the Bat Belt to be able to do the next thing down on the list. And then you get that done. And then this thing, and then this thing, and then finally we can do this top thing. That's how it was shown to me. And that's how it has been very, very real. And I've been getting these things done that I used to just be like, I don't know how to do this alone. Like, where are my brothers? Where are these people? Where's the family? This is major. I don't know how to do it. I need help. I need support to do this. But once instead of looking at the whole list as a daunting task, which it is, whatever your list is, getting the thing done that is achievable and having the body and the cell structure in a state of like, I got something done. I got the thing done. I'm doing this. Okay? I hope that helps. So, Sabrina, aka Sib. I got Pico. I got Anna and Candace. More readings. Okay. Thanks, guys. Ooh, I'm seeing you. Pull me while the road turns. Can you guys hear me well? The microphone's in like Eastern Egypt. All right. Sabrina, Pico, Anna. Ooh. Candace. Crazy Wing Whopper. That's actually fun to say. All right. Has every reading been one of these? Okay. No, we had the devil card too. Okay. All right. So something with standing still with something. All right. So spirit wants and spirit's asking for movement in some area. So for Sabrina, okay. Oh, God, I feel like I'm giving a lot of the same readings. Okay, so across the river, the worst is over. The worst is over. There's been a shift. There's been a change. There's been an ending. Every new beginning comes with some other beginning's end. What is it? What is the song? Closing. Every new beginning comes with some other beginning's end. Yeah. So something has ended and something has begun. So if there's like, oh, I don't know what to do because this has ended, you're free. You manifested this. Spirit wants you to know. Mary wants you to know. Kuan Yin wants you to know. You manifested this. You know, it's like, this is like the equivalent of like somebody goes home every single day from work and they're like, oh, I hate this job. I hate this job. I hate this job. And then like, you know, it's like, I like to sometimes like picture the universe as like a giant baby at a computer. And the baby's like, they don't like job. Remove job. And then like, and then the baby running the universe's computer is then getting yelled at and starts to cry when the person's like, why God, universe, why did you do this thing? You manifested it. That's why it's happening, because you manifested it. Okay, so yeah, so just know, before I just move away from this, like to give you the answer. This is not a tough decision. This is your freedom. This is your ability to see how magical you are and how powerful you are in your magic, and that you are manifesting faster than ever. So if there's this whole like, did I manifest that question? Yes, you did. And you can continue to do this. And this is only going to get faster and stronger, and there's going to be more and more of it. So don't block yourself off in any way, looking at this as an ending. This is a beginning. This is your freedom. This is your freedom to move forward in life with more magic, not less. Having more and more and more, and knowing that it's only going to continue to balloon and grow and be more and more and more. Pico. Oh my God. Did you know? Pico, do you have any idea? You don't know? You've got I don't know if this is a crossed over relative or a spirit guide. You've got a very, very powerful, very magical force that's been with you for a long time. Can I get a number on this? Yeah, the number's not important. Some being or some aspect has been with you for a very long time, and they're not going anywhere. But you have access to faster levels of truth. I won't say higher than others, but like you have a team. You have a team with you. You have help. You have someone to co-create with. Like somebody wants to make sure that you get your shamanic job done, whatever this is, what you're balancing. So, I mean, and this can be, it might feel wrong to charge for it or something, but you're being asked to really look at that. Like your energy, your time, you only have so much of it in a day. So like there is something where like your team's like, start doing this, and it's okay to charge. It's okay to, I'm Alexander sitting here doing free readings right now, but if like somebody's like, hey, I want you to do this hour-and-a-half long reading, of course I'm going to send them to my website. Like, it's I'm not saying I'm going to charge mom or something, but like, it's like, there's people you should be charging for what you do is what your team wants you to know. And you do. I just want to make sure that you know, Pico, you have a team. You have a powerful, very benevolent being with you. Okay. And look at how I opened up this broadcast today. I said, I'm only communicating with those beings that are in the highest orders of benevolence, that are in the highest orders of divinity, that are in the highest orders of truth. So if you only communicate with those aspects in that same way, you don't have to be scared about what's coming through. You can know it's truth and then see the miracles that take place when you ask this floating head in your third eye, do I go left or do I go right? And then you go the direction. Always ask your doctor's doctor before going the direction. You go the direction, and then you see that miracles happened because you went this way that maybe it took longer to go right, but you were told to go right. Of course, Pico Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, Anna. Let's get the cards on the camera. This is good. Okay, the immovable object and the unstoppable force of love. And then we get to the card of the counselor, the therapist, the coach. Boom, you being able to create light for people. Anna, your doing something. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say like you have to do this as a profession. Could you do this as a profession? Absolutely. You're performing miracles here. And it just like for somebody to appreciate you, which is going to be me right now in the physical, just appreciating you for what you've done and what you do for others. And I pray for the people in your reality that they show up for you, how you show up for others, and they see what you do. And that this isn't, I don't see it being taken advantage of. I just hope it's not, because if you're this awesome of a person, you deserve this coming back to you. So yeah, but people are asking, just make sure. That's what I'll say. People often come to you with their hand out looking for something. Put this in my hand, Anna. And maybe they're not demanding it. Maybe they're doing it in this roundabout way where it's like, oh, how are the kids? How's this? Oh, by the way, what do I do about this? Should I leave my money in this stock or do I pull it out? What do I do with my Bitcoin, Anna? I don't know what it is that they're asking you for, but it's like they kind of like butter you up to get you to the question. What I'm getting at is this. The people that always have their hand out, make sure that they have something in it for you every once in a while. That's all. And that's not service to self to think that, believe that, to know that. Like somebody should be appreciating that which you're doing for them when you're doing that much work for them. All right, and then we get to Candace. Candace, I was excited for this one. This is going to be a good one. Crazy Wingwalker. I actually like saying it now. Okay. Makes me smile. All right, the Lover's card in the past, the High Ground in the present, the Moon in the future. Okay, so the Moon, whether it's during the new moon or the full moon represents completions. The new moon represents manifestation. So this is either saying you're ready for love or you're seeing that somebody that is your current lover has gone through a shift. Either way, like you have the high ground. So if you're having the high ground and this is in this relationship and you're, this is very interesting. Well, we never really want to have the high ground in love, so to speak. Like we want to be on an equal and even playing field. Because if we have the high ground, then we have no choice but to look over somebody or look down on them. So I just want to make sure that this lover is on the high ground with you. If this is a lover that you are manifesting in the future, you're being asked to do this during the new moon. During the new moon, you manifest this during the new moon. You really just make sure that like what you're manifesting, all the words are moving the direction of what you want. You're saying that which you want, that which will be flowing grace with what you want, with manifesting something new. But I mean, you having the high ground right now, there's no better time to manifest. So I think the full moon's on the 19th. And then what will the new moon be on, like the 28th or something? 29th? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody will write in the comments, or you can just Google it yourself. Manifesting during the new moon, whatever you want. You have the high ground. You manifested and took the high ground to get the next high ground. You're not done just because you're there. Like there's more worthiness. There's more growth. There's more love. There's more to come. Use the magic that you know so well, which is that priestess magic, which is that moon magic, and manifest in the windows for where you're going. This is the equivalent of manifesting where the planet is going to be in years to come. Manifesting where we're heading, where the planet's going to be in a month from now, in a week from now, in an hour from now, instead of manifesting from where you are. That's what moon magic is. It's not called moon magic. But now it is, though. Now it's called moon magic. On the moon, nerds are pantsed and spanked with moon rocks. Okay, I'm gonna do. What was the brother's name? It was an interesting name. Who did the? I gotta automatically put this brother on the list. I'm so sorry for your sister. You just have this very safe energy. Where are you? Urahara. Urahara. That's such a dope name. Is that Japanese? Urahara. And it was about this person, Jay. Okay, so that means I'm going to write down 7 more names. Yeah, it was Urahara. Or is it Urahara? Urahara sounds like a Japanese name. You're the one who sent the super thanks too. Somebody sent a super thanks asking about someone that their name begins with a J. Yeah. That's you. Okay, so seven more names. Who wants a reading or a question answered? It's from Mango. Awesome. Please. All right, Denise. Of course, Denise. Denise, you just said please. I'm guessing reading. You just write. If you guys just write reading or question, I'm going to answer these in order. Okay. So we got. I always want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. You're so welcome, Crazy Wing Whopper. All right. I didn't miss anyone, did I? Oh yeah. No. I did. Okay. Hold on. Thank you, Alexander. Yanaka. Okay. Now my list is a little messed up, but or did I go too far? I don't even know if these people are still here. Either way, I'm gonna write them down. Yanaka, are you still here? I imagine that my brother Bo is. Okay. Okay, I got Denise. I don't think Yanaka is here. Okay, perfect. All right. So now I believe I'm in order on the list. I'm so sorry if I'm not in order. It got the comments just started moving all over the place. All right, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back up over here and just make sure these are being done in order. There's Denise, okay, and I got Yanaka. Then I go Bo. Okay, see, because I missed Les. It's Leslie. Leslie, reading. Right. Tasha. Mary, reading, and then Carol. We were waiting for you, Carol. I gotta do yours. Okay. All right, and then yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll do another one if the people are here. Well, if the people are here, yeah, I'll do one more. I'll do one more after this because yeah, we're under 2 hours. Let me just. Oh my God. Ugh, tastes like salt. All right, where's my water? Oh God. So we're gonna do Urahara's question. Denise, Yanaka, and Bo. She don't ask for things like diamond rings. Okay, all right. All right. I'm going to reframe your question, Urahara. It's going to be, is it in your best is it in your highest levels of benevolence to continue to trust this person you refer to as Jay? Because like can, the should, the question marks, they leave like open windows and doors. Actually, just give me one more second. I want to find the perfect words here. All right. Okay. Yeah, got it. Do we? Here we go. Probably not. Probably not, Urara. I'll sit with those cards more, but if something's completed and then the death, seems like a conversation needs to be had right there. We'll see what's at the bottom of the deck, too. Brother Bo. Intuition, the intuition of the mother. These are the frequencies that we're tuning in on. This is the multidimensional mother. This is the multidimensional frequency. So that's another great question to ask. What would mom say? What would mom say? Or the person that is the mother figure in your life that has that awesome intuition. Whoever this person is, whoever this J is that we're referring to here, was there something with like the people that like know better, that like you've seen these people be accurate every time? I'm not saying it has to be mom, but like the people that are just like, there's something about Jay, I don't trust this, or this is that, or something's off. And then you're like, when you heard that, you were like, oh God, like every other person they said that about, it came true, it happened. So that's my question to you is, what are the mother figures in your life saying about this? But what I'm seeing, the worst is over. Something's complete, something ending. Just because cameras are going nuts. Just because something's ending, that doesn't mean it can't begin again. But listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to what the people that care about you the most in your reality have been saying to you, and what have they been saying about this person? Like the people that you look up to their opinion. And when you take somebody's opinion, that's why I always say, and this goes for everybody, make sure the person is in a position that you'd like to get to, you'd like to be at, you'd like to stay at. We don't take, relationship advice from somebody who's angry and been single for 9 years. Like, of course, they're not going to be. We want to take relationship advice from the couple that's been happily married, or maybe not happily the whole time, but gotten through their challenges, not giving up on each other. We want to get financial advice from the person who has something to show for it. We don't want to get financial advice under a bridge. So make sure that the people you're taking advice from, it's important. Don't just take advice from whoever is definitely coming through, but something seems over. Something seems over. Or it's supposed to be put in a state, if they do this thing again, then it is over. And that's not an ultimatum. That's you protecting yourself, Urahara. Denise, is that your card? Indecision? Denise, we don't do indecision. Okay, you're sad about something that happened in the past, but you knew it was coming. So it was like, it's kind of like you watched this thing methodically and slowly happen, and now like you're still making a decision on it. It's already done. It's like there's not time to, there's something that's about to happen. It's about to happen that you feel like you can't stop. Just being in the highest vibratory rate about it, and like whatever this is, like admitting what you know about this other person's attitude, this other person's energy. The only way that you can truly shift this is by being there in support. And I'm not saying you're not there in support. I'm saying that the way you support is, how do I best say this? It's less physical than it's been. It's less trying to control it. It's like, this is like hugging bunny syndrome. Like we hug the bunny so much, then the bunny passes out. Okay. There's a way that you can manifest and create this, but you have to be on the same page with this person. Like, are they on the same page? Are you trying to manifest something that this person doesn't want? Make sure that what you're doing, if you're trying to co-create something, make sure that you both want the same thing. Ask the person what they want. Ask them, hey, what are you creating right now? What are you doing right now? And then tell them, like, hey, it would mean a lot to me if you were doing this. Hey, I just gave you this whole list. You didn't put me on it. I asked you what's important to you, and you said all these other things. So, like, there's something wrong with the way that this is coming through. You're taking care of this, and it's very motherly. It's very loving. But to truly shift it, you're being asked to shift it in a different way, different words, different ways to have this come through where the person can actually hear you. We don't want the same at all. Then you have that question, Mama. Like, this is what I was just saying. It's not an ultimatum if we tell the person, hey, this hurts. I'm asking you to stop doing this thing that hurts me, and you haven't stopped doing it. Like, so what do we do? Like, I'm still here. Like, can you, because if this thing doesn't stop, I have to protect myself. I can't keep allowing this thing to hurt me. That's it. That's not an ultimatum. That's telling somebody that you're going to protect your inner child. You're going to protect your oracle. You're going to protect your divine feminine. You're going to be able to not be in the divine masculine, to have to be in this defensive thing that's not your job to do. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. New subscriber, Urahara. Never seen the name before. Thank you for signing up. I love you, Denise. You got this. I know you got this. Just you, and you know, first of all 4 of you, you're multidimensional. Like, whatever you know. Like, that's what's coming through here. So it's like you see things multidimensionally. You see things in dreams. You see things in intuition. You see things in numbers and signs. And like, listen to your gut. Like, when your ear goes, like, what were you thinking of? Like, just remembering how multidimensional you are. Yanaka. Sorry, no, I'm sorry, Yanaka. It's I'm doing Ace Ventura. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done Ace Ventura 2, but I did it. We're here now. We're moving forward. All right, Yanaka. Something hurt you in the past. It was not me saying Shakaka, though. Something serious. Okay, something matters of the heart. Something with cheating. Someone cheated. Did you cheat? You cheat? They cheated? Who cheated? This has been a cycle. There's a past lifetime connection with somebody, and something got you in touch with your power as this divine mother frequency, as the Empress. What an awesome card. Like, could there be better than having the cloud cover the Queen of Cups over the Empress? Not so much. Like, holy, powerful feminine frequencies, Batman. So, Yanaka, something got you in touch with this. We don't go into fear. Whoever is by your side is a very, very lucky person. So if this happens in the future, this person is an idiot. I said it, okay? If this person is continuing to do this, or so whoever does this in the future, if that's supposed to happen, just make sure you're not manifesting that. Like, because this is like, oh, anything can happen. No, what's happening has gotten you to this point of your power. You deserve better than this. You definitely deserve better than this. So just know, like, if this comes up, there's something much, much, much better waiting for you. This person had to screw up to leave your reality so you can get what you actually deserve. And just be honest with yourself with what this is multidimensional. Are you feeling this is taking place? Am I saying this and you're like, oh, this is news to me? This could have been a very long time ago also. But just make sure you're not manifesting this because you watched it happen with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa or these friends or happen to you. Or just manifest what you want. Manifest what you want. Keep the vibration high. Stay clear on what you want. Throw out the boomerang and stay in that high vibration until the boomerang brings it back. It will bring it back. It's going to keep happening faster and faster for all of us. But we have to stay in the high frequency. If we throw the boomerang in the high frequency and then we dip into a low frequency, we miss it when it comes back with what we wanted inside the boomerang. Okay? Brother Bo, an offering a friend that you fight with. Okay. You got an offering in the past from a friend that you kind of can't stand this person. I hope they're not here. You can stand them. Come on, let's keep it angelic. You argue with this person. The word ego might be thrown as your ego. It's their ego. They're telling us your ego. You're telling us that. Both of your egos, first of all. But that's okay. The ego is a defensive mechanism that is put in place to protect the body, protect the mind, protect the spirit, This is a multidimensional aspect as well. So what could be clashing? You guys could be clashing on another dimension, is what I'm letting you know. That could be like 300,000 years ago, there was a war between these two planetary races that are you and this person. But that's not supposed to happen this time. Like, you're supposed to work together. There's somebody you're supposed to work with, but you're thinking you can't work with this person because of you argue, because of this, because of that. This could be a test for you. You don't have to argue with the person. You don't have to. We don't have to go into old forms of the ego. We can go into these new forms of the self. So, but yeah, like whoever this person is, they say I don't want to side with Bo, but I feel like I'm siding with Bo. Yanaka, you guys, I'm doing this. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna say no to the gifts. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you. Bo, I see you. This person, their words are very bad. Their words are bad. They say things, they don't realize that they're casting manifestations, and you're like, like you feel what they're saying, and it feels terrible. You don't sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger while they're doing it, though. I don't think that you're like, but maybe, who knows? We can ask Jen. I don't know who this person is, but I say yes, work with them. Do not let them bother you. You're very retained. But there's something that you do that you are doing. I mean, something came up with Jen. There's something you guys are doing. With money came in, you guys spent the money. There's something you're doing. And there's somebody that would be helpful with this that you fight with. And you don't have to fight the way that you've been fighting. Whoever this friend is. This could be something you're building in somewhere else. This card represents multidimensionality. So maybe sit with it later in meditation. You'll know who and what I'm talking about. This will be shifting as soon as I go off on my own. Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, good luck with all of that. And ease and grace. Flowing grace, because ease means close. Flowing grace. Which grace is actually charisma. I broke that word down the other day. All right. Leslie, Tasha, Mary, and Kadadakado. All right. I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. God, such a good song. And I got to have your child. Ooh. Yes, Leslie, whatever that is. Oh, is that are you involved in some sort of lawsuit or something? Something you're paying a doctor, a lawyer, or something. Some very good new beginning that you're supposed to do. Okay, Marie. All right, and Carol. Good stuff. The worst is over. Like we didn't know it. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. Rock now. Okay. Leslie. This shows money came in. There's money available. There's money coming in. So this person can represent somebody that was in the military. This can represent a lawyer. This can represent a doctor. But we see a positive new beginning afterwards. So whatever this is, this investor, this is something. There's something where a situation is reminding you of something that took place in the past, and you're being asked to look at this with purity. You're being asked to look at this with trust and divinity. Whatever happened last time, if it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, this seems very positive. And always, as I always say, remember to always ask your doctor's doctor before doing anything I'm saying. But if this is an investment or something that has to be paid to a doctor or a lawyer or some sort of class action lawsuit, I mean, it seems very, very positive if you can stay in trust about this, in purity about this. And this might not even be going on now. It's in the present moment. So this could be something that's about to start. You're being asked to be in trust about something that's going on. This is a very, very masculine profession or a very, very masculine person. Like I said, they're either ex-military, current military, a doctor, a lawyer. Like this person, they know how to talk, and sometimes they don't do it the most gentle way. This person can be very serious, very stern. But they feel trustworthy to me. Like this feels like this person's got it, whatever this is. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Tasha, this is really good. All right, you've got your feminine fire. You went through your divine masculine upgrades, and now you're like, okay, you were sitting with it. Now you're like, whoa, things are different. I'm here. I have the high ground now. What do you do with that high ground? More magic. Whatever you want. What do you want to do? This is great. I can have Tasha give her own self her own reading. Here's what I know. You're in higher levels of power than you've ever been in before. Whether it looks like you are and not or not, you're being reminded by spirit that you're on the high ground. You have all of this powerful feminine energy, all of this powerful masculine energy. There are new levels of divinity and power. You're being asked to be in trust and manifest more, like create more. What is it that you want? Getting more of what you want, and you can, whatever you want. If your belief structure, if you believe it's possible, it'll happen. That is belief. Whatever it is that you want will happen. Okay? But you have to believe it's possible. You know, this is like, we can go out, we can manifest that we find a $20 bill blowing around in the wind. And like people say, why don't you manifest $1 million? Well, because we have to do certain levels of work to bring in $1 million. But a $20 bill, maybe a $100 bill, whatever's in alignment with our cell structure, our belief structure, we can manifest these things instantaneously. We can see these miracles, keep getting that same parking spot. Like you're being asked to use your magic to do something. Like you have more magic, do something more difficult with it. Mary. And then along came Mary, all right? Mary, the house on the hill, the grapes. Grapes, my focus is on the grapes. Mary, are you drinking wine? Is Spirit asking you to stop drinking wine? Are you drinking wine, Mary? Mary, truth time in the comments. I didn't know I had to stop doing things if I got the reading. Come on. Honesty. This card can represent the wine-drinking woman, and then this card represents choices being made. She is whining. I hope you know this person, Jen. Okay, well, you're being asked to either stop hanging out with people that get plastered or stop getting plastered yourself. It's called wine and spirits for a reason. This is al-ghul. The word alcohol comes from a demon, comes from a ghoul, al-ghul. Okay, if you do the research on the words. So it's called wine and spirits. That's why people say, oh, I can't drink vodka. I can't drink dark rum. I can't do this or that. Because they become possessed by something that either in their DNA, in their energy, it doesn't agree with them. So you're being asked to not have people around you that are getting possessed by alcohol. That's what this looks like, at least. The only other way I can read this is you were manifesting that. Yeah, no, that's what it says. You're being asked to have people around you, and there's certain things that you've been allowing and dealing with, whether it's soul family, whether it's your lover, whether it's what you will allow a future lover or your current lover to do when you know it doesn't feel right, when you wish they weren't doing it. You're being asked to be stricter with yourself and with others to manifest that what you want. Being honest with yourself, is this purity? Is this divine? And if it's not, having a conversation with yourself, having a conversation with this other person, and maybe deciding you don't, it's That's part of this journey. People are like, oh, I want to be a starseed. I want to be awake. I want to do this and that. Part of this process is sometimes being alone and not having the person. What's the saying? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'd rather die in truth than live a life that's a lie. And I'm not saying you're living a life that's a lie. I'm saying there are certain things that are not purity, are not divinity. So how does the frequency go higher if certain things that are being done by yourself and the people around you are certain glass ceilings that you can break through it, but it's going to be much slower than if we just raise the purity, make sure the trash can's not overflowing, make sure no one's drinking, not waking and baking every day, getting the work done before we pass the peace pipe. Something is being asked to shift. Mary, I hope you find exactly what it is with flow and grace. All right. Carol. Mary, don't be mad at me. I love you. Okay. Carol, he took away my wine. Hey, I didn't take away your coffee or your chocolate. I would never do that to somebody. I would just skip their reading. If I ever skip somebody's reading, it's because Spirit wants them to give up chocolate or coffee. I'm sorry. All right, Carol, a decision to be made for a while. Something about marriage, the marriage of the masculine and the feminine. Is this an energetic or is this a physical? This is not a physical. Okay, you've been weighing out options, waiting for something to balance. Something has balanced. And now you're being asked to teach about it. You're being asked to teach about something, write about something, change gears. This is saying like you've been in the state of the student. You've come from like you were learning, now. You know enough to move into this thing. It's almost like, I'm not saying being a bartender, but it's almost just like somebody becomes a professional at making drinks because they've just like, oh, this is fun, and we were going out, and they were doing this, and then they become a professional making these protein shakes. When they get a job at the gym or whatever, they don't need to learn how to do this thing. They can just learn a couple more shapes. There's something you know how to do. Just please don't be doing what a lot of people do and saying there's all these other people that already do this thing. It has to do with your purpose. And sometimes to get in alignment with our purpose, we have to see that something that we are doing is or was temporarily in alignment with that purpose. But if something isn't the purpose and you're thinking like, oh, I've always wanted to do this thing until you do that thing and it fails, which it won't. But until this thing does fail, how do we get that out of the way to then have the thing come into play, come into the field that is the thing that we're supposed to be doing? Darn, Carol, we waited for you. We waited for hours over a hot tarot card deck. I've been slaving over this hot tarot card deck for 2 hours and 3 minutes. No, you're not. Bo. Jen, go take his coffee away. He says there's rum in it. Oh, Bo, you old pirate. Okay. I just called Bo an old pirate. It was a long day. Have it. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Just, you keep it within reason. Just know there's a certain amount. If it's rum or vodka, it's probably like, around here. Oh, look at that. The list is done. I'll do one more. I'm going to do one more run. Give me 8 names. Oh, my God. Joe was on it. Joe. Reading or question? I got an R. Lindy. An R. R. You're not wrong. Thank you. Mary, thank God. I was so worried you were mad at me. Okay. I wasn't that worried. I was a little worried. It's never easy giving those messages. I'd love reading. Kelly. If you have time over it. Yeah, no, I got room for 5 more names, counting yours 4. KJ. KJ is an R. That was terrible. Okay. Oh my God, the names went really quick. And everybody, if I don't get to you today, I'm going to be doing this more. I was supposed to be doing this every 1,000, but the algorithm just went. So grateful to the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm went and finally pumped my content out, all these different videos. So yeah, I was supposed to be doing these every 1,000 readings. So yeah, there's going to be plenty more of free reading days. This was just to wake up at 10,000 this morning was a great moment for me. So yeah, just stay subscribed or come back later or whatever feels right to you. Joe Wells. Reading. So 3 names under Joe Wells, and then nobody gets sad, please. Catherine Bueno. Does that mean reading? I just don't want to skip you, Catherine, then I miss somebody. I'm going to write Catherine. And then just write reading or question. Just put an R or a Q in the chat, Catherine, so I can make sure. Nicole wants a reading on her reading. Go advertise. I remember what it said. Advertise yourself. Of course, Carol. You go, can I get a reading on my readings reading? They all say to advertise. All right. And then I see... now you really gotta go, so welcome back. Did I miss somebody? Yeah, Veronique. Okay, so whoever the next name under Veronique, whoever it is, go, Sid, you got one. It's Amanda. I'm looking for Amanda. Catherine with the E. I'm gonna write down for a reading. Yes, you said yes. Okay. Yes, okay. Reading. Okay. So we're starting off with Joe, Lindy, Kelly, and KJ. Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. You singing of me. Oh, for love. Not even born yesterday. A little popper for you guys. Ooh, cicadas. God, I haven't heard cicadas in probably a half a year. That's the first time I've heard a cicada. So that must be relevant to either Joe, Lindy, Kelly, or KJ, or all of you. So Joe, Lindy, Kelly. Someone might have needed this reading. You're just like thriving. What is this? Kelly, how dare you? How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. You can ask for readings if things are going great. You know? Okay. So, all right. So the card that popped out represents choices, and this card is also a 2. This represents choices that aren't being made. Okay? So, sorry. Will you be around? All right, Joe. All right, Joe. Joe with no E. Just J-O. A decision. We already had the card pop out. That was choices. Once again, like I said, the cloud card is something where there's been indecision. Okay? This has to do something with work. This has something to do with work and the vibration of work. This is saying that you've made certain decisions and certain shifts to become this immovable object of love. This is a very, very powerful masculine frequency. These are levels of vulnerability that back in the old timeline, back in the old reality, they seemed weak. They seemed feminine. These are not things that are easy for men to do. That's why they would rather paint it in a certain way than move into these levels of power, plain and simply. Having the divine feminine and the divine masculine working together, like what you've done here, Joe, is massive. So it's like, what do you want to do? How do you bring that frequency out into the world? What is it that you want to do for work? Can this be added into what you're doing? Or is there something new? Is there a new spider web? Is there something new that you're being asked to start? When I see this at the bottom of the deck, I see this is the first card, and I know what the popper was, it feels like there's something new you're supposed to be doing that you haven't started yet. Maybe you're saying there isn't the time. There is the time. There is always the time. We have to make the time. We have to say every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for 30 minutes at least, I write down, I brainstorm on this. I put ideas in a paper, on paper or on a whiteboard or something like that. When we make the time to do something, even if it's just very limited, I'm going to make 20 minutes, I'm going to make an hour to do this. All of a sudden we go over the 20 minutes. We go over the hour. All of a sudden it's not Tuesday at 7 o'clock. It's Wednesday, and we're so excited about this. We're so into this thing that we're doing it the next day because we've started something. So something is being asked to be started, and you've earned it through doing the work that you've done and becoming more loving and passing these tests. Thank you, Joe, because that's awesome. Okay, Lindy. Look at this. Another unconditional love card. What a stack. To just the way. Okay. Unconditional love. We see unconditional love, the strength of it, and then we see in the future crying over spilled milk. Having a focus on the negative is going to manifest. It's going to create the opportunity for the negative. Focus on the strength. Focus on the power. Focus on the mental clarity, Lindy. When we focus on the clarity, we literally starve the demons out. The only thing that anything negative, anything shadow-based can survive on is confusion. These things are non-physical. There is nothing physical that can happen here from these lower dimensional forces when we are protected by our armor of God. We are protected by our armors, our lights. We are these chosen ones. We are these high angelics. We are these beacons of light. You are that beacon of light. These things, these confusions, these sadnesses are being allowed in for your growth, for you to move into higher states of love. But the states of love that you're in, this isn't necessary anymore. The way it was necessary because of the reality and the timeline you were born into. But now, moving forward, let that go. Let that go. It was serving you. It's no longer serving you. It was necessary. It's no longer necessary. You've manifested getting here, and great job getting to where you've gotten, okay? But whatever that's representing, whether it's passive aggressiveness, sadness, anger, patience, like there's something major has shifted, Lindy. Like give yourself like a pat on the back for that. But there's also something where the speech, the thought process, it's not in alignment with the highest levels of worthiness. You're worthy of whatever it is that you're creating, and more and more and more worthiness as you're ready for it. Okay, they gave me the thumbs up finally. Kelly, how dare you? No, it's actually really good though. Kelly's like, I'm out of here. All right. So we see the spirit guide in the past, this crossed over relative, this ascended master. We see somebody helping you manifest. So now you got all the elements on the table in the present moment. You're co-creating. You have the magic wand. They show the magic wand that's in your hand. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You got the Ace of Wands. Like you don't even realize how much magic it is and how much led to this point, Kelly. Yeah, there was a reading I got earlier, and I was like, okay, like it's not a competition, but like best reading of the day. This is another, like, this is really freaking awesome here, Kelly. This is a lot of power. And this is, power like this can come with a little bit of pressure. Pressure from your brother Alexander giving you the reading. Pressure from spirit. Pressure from whoever this is. If you have all this, use this. What are you doing with this? You don't have to answer that in the comments. But like, whatever this is, you got to use this. You must have gone through multiple, I don't even know what to call it. I'm picturing that, like the thing where like they're they're training the football players, and they're getting knocked, and like the Marines crawling under the barbed wire. Like, you've had to go through a lot of crap to get all this that you've gotten. So now that you've gotten it, like, use it. You deserved it. You earned it. Whew. Thank you, Lindy. KJ. Ooh, I like what I see. This is like beyond Big Daddy codes. This is like divine grandpa codes. This is the type of stuff I want to make videos about. This shamanic, powerful presence, KJ. It's got to be it's got to be a master. KJ must be a master. But if you're not, you have some very powerful masculine energy around you, or you're supposed to be in that in a feminine suit. This feels very masculine because it's like the cup is flowing over with all the work you've done and all these shifts. And this is like, you're balancing realities, man. Like, this is crazy. This is really good. Like, what a stack of 4 readings. Like I said, like, this is really, really awesome. Like, I said this to somebody earlier. You might not have been here for that. But it's like, we all have this big bubble of energy around us. So I get this bubble energy around me. So, like, picture like, oh, this person has a bubble energy around them. This person has a bubble energy around them. So when these go over each other, that's called the Vesica Pisces. So, like, you're being asked to, like, just move. Just move. You don't have to even necessarily do anything other than know what's taking place. Like, you're shifting realities for the better by just going through these places and the levels of safety that you create by being around. Like, this is some like Archangel Michael vibes. Like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, this is awesome. You're balancing realities, and like, you're not looking at like, oh, this is draining to me. You're looking at like, my cup is flowing, drain it. You're gonna like I've said stuff like this before. It's almost just like, you can't drain a sun. You're gonna like backfire the system. Like, don't take too much, because like that's what I see is like this, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, you're leaving these nuggets, but the loaf of bread never runs out of breadcrumb. Awesome stuff. Sherry, you made it. This is the Sherry I was telling you all about. Everyone's like, you never told us all about her. Sherry. Okay, Joe Wells, Catherine with an E, Veronique with an E, and Amanda, no E. Amanda. Last name, Hug and Kiss. I'm just kidding. It's Amanda Emmons. Maybe he'll do what another day? Oh, the skulls? Yeah, no, this was much more important. Having people get their own reading and me sitting here getting this done. Joe Wells, Catherine, Veronique, Amanda. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, KJ. Oh, that was a really clear cut. Wow. All right, Joe, Catherine, Veronique. Moving forward with love. Great cloud cover on the bottom of the deck. see what we get. All right. Joel's moving forward while looking backwards, and you're doing it very quickly. Okay. And this card, the only thing I really don't like about this card is this person feels like they're leaving something behind. They feel like they're forgetting something. They're not really looking where they're going. So to not be looking where they're going and moving quickly, I don't want to say get tripped up or anything. I don't want to create that. So before that and better. But you're not leaving anything behind is what you're wanting to be known. This is an opportunity for you to move in higher levels of love. I don't know if you're wanting to leave some situation, but you don't want to hurt the children involved or people's inner child, or you need or want a new job or a new place to live, or something needs to shift. Spirit wants you to know that you shifting this thing makes you a better person. It doesn't make you a worse person. But you have to be like, this might remind you of something that happened in the past. And this is so similar right now, not as a warning that the same thing's going to happen that happened last time. So you can see that this is healed. So you can see that spirit is in full support of you, and you've made these changes, you've made these shifts, you're moving forward with love. When whatever this thing was happening last time, were you moving forward with love? Were you selfish then? Like, what was actually going on? Looking back at whatever this pattern is, that it seems like there's a pattern going on right now, and just asking yourself, what vibration were you in then? And what vibration are you in now? Because, this is like, I look at this, and I'm not saying this is what's going on, but like sometimes like I hear in my card readings or I hear people say, I'm just staying together with this person until the kids are out of high school, or this thing or that. And it's like, the kids want mama. They want happiness. They want mom and dad to be happy. They don't want, like, they can feel everything, man. So like, this is the same, like, even if it has nothing to do with that, and I'm talking about the inner child. Like, the people's inner child feels that. They feel safer to be more playful states and to be in more powerful states if you're not putting yourself first by doing this thing, whatever it is. Started off with a powerful reading. All right, Lindy, moving forward with balance, moving forward in truth. Ooh. Wait, did I say Lindy? I meant Catherine. Catherine with an E. Catherine, you're moving forward in balance. You're moving forward with truth. These are the ways that you're testing yourself. You can look at this as God is testing you. The universe is testing you. The original creator of your soul is testing you. Your team is testing you. This is you. It's all you. And what are you testing yourself for? You're testing yourself with, are you going to tell the truth? Are you going to hold the truth? If you want to receive truth from everybody around you, Catherine, then you need to be in your truth. You've learned this. You've come into balance. You've stopped this gossiping, this lying, whatever this is. Something has shifted. You can feel it in your body. When you're about to say something you're not supposed to say, you feel it. Your heart starts beating a different way. Your stomach turns. You're very empathic. Don't allow yourself in these next future moments, in these next present moments, don't allow yourself to say something that's the equivalent of shooting yourself in the foot, that you then have to put back together, heal this thing, send somebody energy. It's like, just be in your truth. Be in your truth, and the people around you will be forced to be in their truth, and their lives will be exposed by your light, okay? You stay in your loving vibration. You stay in your truth. And that's it. You're not trying to be a better person. Like, I hear these words that, I'm trying to be a better person. You are a better person. You are a much better person. You've grown. That's why you get gifts. So don't do things that are going to delay the gifts. Ba-boom. Veronique. The balance of the truth. Like, all of these readings are about truth. Now if there's a smile on my face. Okay. The truth, the lawyer, the paperwork, to travel, multidimensionally. The travel that you're wanting to do, the places that you're wanting to go through, these are multidimensional assignments. There is something that you're wanting to do. There's pieces of your soul from lifetimes that ended traumatically. I gave somebody this reading earlier. I can't can't remember who it was. It was Ariel or something. Somebody got a reading earlier. It was very similar to this. You're being asked to go to places that you know you need to go to, and some of them you don't want to go to. There are things that you will learn. There are pieces of the self that you will reclaim by going to these places. So you're being asked to get whatever paperwork, get your visa, get whatever this is. You're being asked to go to these places so you can move forward anew, so you can move forward with love. Because there's pieces of yourself in these places that you're being drawn to, and these places that you're being like, ugh, I don't want to go there. And I'm not saying to go to the one that feels the most traumatic, but maybe there's one, if you make a list of like places that, hey, for some reason I don't want to go there, even though everybody tells me how beautiful it is. There's something about this country that everybody raves about that I'm just like, I couldn't be bothered. Make the list of couldn't be bothered, and maybe go to the one that's the least traumatic to go to. Make a sandwich. Go to the place you want to go to. Go to the place that you least don't want to go to. I don't know how to say that. And then go to another place that you really want to go to. Travel. That's your message. Your message is travel, because it's not just travel. It's not just pleasure. It's business and pleasure, because you're reclaiming pieces of yourself when you go to these places. Amanda. Okay. So now we see something with a lawyer. We see something with a doctor. We see something with a powerful masculine frequency. Someone that maybe said mean things. Whoever this person is, they're very stern. They're very serious. Not like they have to be all the time. But are they talking to you like a friend? Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. So we see this card of loving. Are they being loving? This person has the capacity to be loving. We didn't freeze. The broadcast didn't freeze. I was sitting with it. It's like kind of like you can hug a cactus. Yeah, the good news is they're in the past, okay? But being in these higher states of love and making sure that you can be a friend with somebody when we're manifesting whatever this is. So if this person's coming back, if you've been taking a break from this person, if this is somebody who left your reality, this card can represent a doctor or a lawyer. I just don't feel that. This feels like a person who's maybe ex-military or dad was. Are they the best friend? Okay, that's all. Just making sure that like when this person came in, it was very necessary for them to come in. And just like who's coming in next, or like them kind of like maybe having a conversation with you and being in a higher vibration of love. There's ways, like I was saying earlier, it's not an ultimatum. If we tell somebody, if you continue to do this thing, I need to protect myself. I need to protect my heart. I need to protect my inner child. I need to protect my divine feminine. Because how else do you not have to go into this to protect your priestess, to protect your babies, to protect your reality? How do you get into the reality where this is not necessary for you to do this also is part of the message. Because if this person is in your reality, then you're going to have to meet them at this vibration because their words are prickly. And prickly is an understatement. Hashtag hug a cactus. Of course Joe does. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. We've got a lot of loving things on the words. Amanda, I hope that helped. I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking soon. A little birdie told me. So if there's more questions on that, we can figure it out. Who's the Ice Queen? Bo. Well, yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that did the super thanks. Like this was about me being appreciation for all of you guys and wanting to give to you guys. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for I think there were like 3 people. Like, thank you all. Thank you to all the patrons. Yeah, thank everybody. I love you guys. More live content will be coming. I do the dailies every single day. If I don't put a daily up, it's because I'm going live or something's going on. I mean, you guys see the consistency. So yeah, the dailies will be going up. I'll see you tomorrow with a new daily, unless if Spirit wants me to go live again. I don't. I do what the divine frequencies are telling me to do. Thank you guys for all these years of support. Honestly, truly, from the bottom, the top, the front, and the back of all of my hearts throughout time and space. Thank you for all the support and for sticking with me until the algorithm showed me this massive amount of love, which I didn't even think was possible. I didn't think it would be possible to take the years it took to get up to 4,000 subscribers to just blow past an extra 4,000 in under a week. Like, I was just like waking up every day and I was like, what do I do? Like, do I put up a daily? Like, I don't want to upset the algorithm. Sweet, sweet, sweet city woman. Yeah, I would do more. I need like water and things and foods and things. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you for being here. 10,000, my family, we did it. Yeah, exactly. CC says jump timelines. Absolutely. All the windows where we said that this was going on. Like trust, divinity, purity, and most of all, truth and our mental acuity, plain and simple. Like keeping our head and our mind clear from confusion. Awareness is key to just controlling. Trust and awareness. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Give me a hug. Saffron in your face. I love you. See ya.